Buenos días, mi nombre es TJ Curbero y yo soy un harlista. Yo nací en La Habana, Cuba, pero también tengo un poquito de españoles en las raíces. Today I want to talk to you about what being a harlista means. My experience with Harleys probably didn't start till I was older, but I remember my motorcycles and being involved with motorcycles probably since I was a little kid in elementary school. My friend, I recall, had a little Trail 50 that I used to sneak over to his house to go ride. Of course, being of Cuban descent, my mom would always say, no vas a montar una moto hasta que tú vivas en otra casa, which means that I would be riding a motorcycle until I lived somewhere else by myself. And the same thing probably holds true to a lot of Hispanic motorcycle riders. I remember being a young kid and hearing stories of my uncles and cousins and stuff like that having motorcycles in Cubas and riding around. So I guess maybe that started the passion for me. For a living, my schooling's in engineering and I'm in sales. But I guess being with an engineering background, liking to tinker with things and design things, I tinker a little bit with my motorcycle. I ride a 2011 Harley Road Glide Ultra, set up as a Screaming Eagle. Don't do a lot of wrenching. That's why I know a very good Harley mechanic. I just kind of do the peripheral things on the bike, and leave the work to the professionals. Growing up, I tinkered a lot with cars and worked on engines and had race cars and did a lot of things with that, but never felt that my abilities were able to be to its fullest on a motorcycle. So leave that to the experts. Relaxing, I like to relax a lot when I'm on the bike. It's a little bit different to explain sometimes the feeling you get when you're just cruising down the highway, the wind's in your face, and you don't really have a care in the world. Been fortunate enough to ride in a lot of different places up along and down the East Coast, through Canada, and also on the Pacific side, and it's pretty cool. A lot of the sights that you see, and you're able to relax and just be able to be yourself. You know, you experience as you've gone through the years. I grew up probably riding dirt bikes like a lot of people did, and went through a time where I just got out of the motorcycling business and dealt with a lot of the cars and things of that nature. But bought my first Harley in 2003. A fat boy, and I've owned three road glides. Excuse me, 3 road glides since. And it's been a passion of mine now since I had that. Riding for a while, you kind of experience a few good things and a few bad things. Probably some of the sad things that you experience. You know, you have friends that have either been involved in motorcycle accidents or been hurt. You see people that happen to them on a daily basis, or even during bike events. And it kind of makes you sad, only because of the point that others should pay more attention when they're on the road. A lot of times the cages just don't see where we're at, what we're doing. So you have to be real vigilant when you're out there and be as safe as you can. And from being members of groups who've either lost their lives, my sincere condolences go to all their families and friends, because everybody has experienced something like that. And on the fun side, I mean, I've been involved with a lot of people over the years. Once you become a Harley enthusiast, you become part of a huge family. So I've been fortunate enough, no matter when you pull in, you're on your bike, you have immediate friends anywhere in the world. So many different and great experiences. It's tough to pinpoint one, but there have always been very happy ones. My passions in life, or I feel of things, is to provide for the family and be with the family, my son and my wife. I think my family gets a lot of involvement, being with the Harlista persona that you want to portray, that you want to live. We ride everywhere together. My son has been involved in rides with me up into Sturgis, and we've had a lot of great times that we've experienced together on the bike. I think if I had the chance to do a ride of a lifetime, it's pretty neat. I mean, I'm a big World War II history buff. Would love to be in Europe. Probably start where the Normandy invasion, Operation Overlord, which started over there, and then carried on different operations. Market Garden, and went through Belgium, all through Italy and France and through Germany, eventually through Austria, Switzerland, those places, and be able to do those rides to the Alps on the motorcycle and be able to enjoy all that and just take as much time as I could and be able to do that at some point in time in my life. I get involved a lot with our community, have involvement with the Wounded Warrior Project. We do a lot with Coalition for the Homeless here in Orlando. My sister has multiple sclerosis, and we've been involved with the MS Society on some function, Bikers Against Child Abuse, and try to do as much as we can with our community and spend our time. Having the Harley and being a Harlista happens to help a lot with that function, just because of the camaraderie that comes with everybody, and people always say bikers always come together. When it comes to charity and community, the Harlista is always the first and the foremost to be involved, whether it's for our first responders, our police and our firemen, any type of military personnel. The Harlistas are always up front and helping our community in that effort, and I try to be as much of a part of it as I can. I think if it's been a person who's inspired me at some point in time, I think you get that from a lot of people. I get inspiration from whether it's from family members and things that they have that make them successful. My son, my wife will inspire me when they do certain things. My parents, my sister, anybody in my family, I take inspiration too from things in history that have happened in the past. I think great people do great things. Ronald Reagan, great president, I think you can be inspired from things like that, to people like John Wayne, just because he's John Wayne. I mean, you get inspiration from that. Steve McQueen, Paul Newman, got inspiration from them when they was racing cars, and they're great race car drivers. And all the way through, you go into history, Patton, even different great strategists, Montgomery, people like that. Jimmy Doolittle, when he did his Doolittle raid, it's just pretty cool the way these things go through history. If you read through history, they always say history repeats itself, and you can inspire from that. So a lot of things get inspiration. And I think to finish off, Harlista, what does Harlista mean to me? Well, I think Harlista means different things to different people. You could be, you could think that Harlista, just because you're a Latin biker, you're Harlista. And if that's what that means to you, that's fine. To me, I think you have to involve the entire culture, the entire, whether it's a phenomenon, if you call it, of Harlista, but it's the minutia of things that really bring you together to being Harlista. You have a brotherhood there. You know that no matter wherever you pull up somewhere, you're on your Harley, you're a Harlista, you have a big family that's there. Somebody's have an issue on the side of the road, as a Harlista, you try to help them. You try and wrench on your bike as much as you can, and you develop that culture, which was established a long, long time ago, and you want to carry that into the future and hopefully pass that on to your family members, to your children, and carry forth being that Harlista. Just the fact that you're able to ride a Harley, show up everywhere, be a positive role model to as many people as you can, and portray that into the future with your kids and so forth, and your friends, and your family, your groups. That's always a great positive thing to do.